Hello, right now I would like to talk to you about microplastics. The overall problem and focus for this presentation is, what are buoyant microplastics and how are they negatively impacting the oceanic environments? As most of you know, plastic waste has become a rather popular sustainability issue, but I'm here to show you how deep this plastic issue actually goes. Microplastics are plastic particles smaller than 5 millimeters in length. They enter the ocean directly via runoff or by the fragmentation of bigger pieces of plastic. The buoyant microplastics found in the top layer of oceans act as transporting vectors for organic pollutants and can be ingested by animals who feed at or just below the ocean surface. Now you all know a little bit about microplastics, let's get down to the real questions. How much estimated plastic waste enters the sea as runoff in coastal zones? In 2008, the global plastic production was estimated at 250 million tonnes per year, with a continual increase of 10% each year. Another estimation made in 2010 reported 99.5 million tonnes of waste was generated near coasts, with 4.8 million to 12.7 million tonnes ending up in the ocean each year. These two recordings are contradictory, with an estimated 150 million tonne difference. How much microplastic has been discovered in the oceans? Eric Van Sebel estimated that in 2014, between 15 trillion and 51 trillion pieces of microplastics were floating in the ocean, with a total weight of 93,000 to 236,000 tonnes. Erickson estimated that there was only 0.485 trillion pieces of microplastics floating in the ocean, with a total weight of only 3,554 tonnes. Can you see how controversial this can get? Identify specific areas where microplastics have become an issue. When microplastics cluster in oceans, they form vectors for dangerous organisms that negatively impact marine life environments. The Great Pacific Garbage Patch is one of the largest regions of plastic, from Hawaii to California. In 2011, Camilla Beach on the tip of Hawaii was covered in so much plastic that it was reported as the dirtiest beach in the world. This is not the only beach affected by the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. Does the microplastics' buoyancy and size influence the spreading of litter? In 2016, a survey for floating macro debris found that debris clusters increased in size as they drift further from the shore, as larger plastics cannot float and therefore sink to the bottom. So, larger plastic debris remain near the shore until fragmentation begins. What are the effects of microplastics on the ocean species? It is estimated that hundreds of thousands of marine creatures die each year due to plastic pollution. These affected include the species of sea turtles, marine mammals, and seabirds. Approximately 17% of these species were listed as threatened, vulnerable, endangered, or critically endangered. These include the Hawaiian monk seal, the loggerhead turtle, the northern fur seal, and the sooty shearwater. So, with all these issues, what is actually happening to reduce microplastics entering the ocean? At the moment, many organisations are finding ways to reduce the amount of plastic that enter the ocean, such as beach cleanups, herding barriers at ports, and new biodegradable plastics. However, these barriers stop the larger plastics from moving beyond the ports, but because microplastics are so small, they easily float over the top. And these biodegradable plastics? Well, that's what the new Coles bags were meant to be. However, they ended up being harder to decompose and were first given out for free. But as a community, we can help these organisations without making even more problems. First off, don't litter. That's a simple one. Secondly, find more eco-friendly ingredients instead of plastic. Try not to use plastic water bottles, shopping bags, or plastic food found at the shops. And there you have it. Please help fix the mess we've already made.